Good morning, children. Hope all are doing good. Yes, very good. So, I'm back with again the new chapter multiplication. So, it's the very first time we are learning the multiplication. Am I right, children? Yes. So, in order to learn the multiplication, I'll be starting and I'll be teaching you the chapter multiplication with only one condition. What is that? The condition is you have to learn the tables, children. You have to learn the tables very perfectly. Once you wake up early in the morning, done your brushing and breakfast, bathing, everything, just sit for 15 minutes regularly and what are you going to do? You're going to memorize the tables. Alright, right from 2 till 15, compulsory. Okay, and a note to the parents, when the child is learning the tables, please do not ask the child to say, come on start saying 2 table, come on start saying 4 table. No parents. So when you are asking from 2 eights are, when you are asking 2 eights are, try to ask 3 sevens are, try to ask 4 six are, try to ask 5 twos are, then again come back, 2 nines are, again 3 six are, again 4 threes are, again go back to 8, again come back. I mean to say, just try to ask these tables in a jumbled manner. Try to ask the tables in a jumbled way so that the child can memorize the tables very easily and that answer or whatever is there, it will be completely in their mind permanently. Okay, because we does it in the class in the same mode. So now that we are having these remote classes, so I am just putting a word to you in what way you are supposed to ask the tables. I know you people are very smart, you know that, but still a small reminder. Okay parents? Okay, fine, come on children, let's start your chapter multiplication. So before starting multiplication, you have skip counting, right? So skip, what do you mean by skip? When you're doing skipping, what you're doing? You are jumping, am I right? So here also we will be taking the jumps of the numbers and we'll be writing. This already you did it in your UKG, am I right? So this I'll be leaving it to you only. So you're going to jump or you're going to skip, whatever is it, you're going to complete the skip counting on your own. Okay, this already you knew and you are very smart enough to recollect, am I right? Okay, now let us start our multiplication chapter. Alright, now what actually a multiplication is, children? Already you learnt addition, yes. Already you learnt subtraction, yes. And now the third basic operation, multiplication. What does it mean, multiplication? Now let us see. Let us take an example, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. What I am doing here? I am writing 3 and how many times I am adding 3 here? 4 times. The same number. Did I change anywhere any other number? No. Right from the beginning till end, I am writing 3 itself, right? So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. How many times did I added 3, children? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many times? 4. Let us write 4. How many times? Which number I added 4 times? 3. Which number I added 4 times? 3. See, how many times did I added 3? 4 times. Which number did I added 4 times? Got it? And how do we correlate 4 and 3? Multiplication. Now what do you mean by multiplication? Yes, multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. What do you mean by multiplication? Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. See, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. How many times? 4 times I added 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. This is multiplication. Repeated addition is nothing but multiplication. This is called as the addition factor. This is called as the addition fact. And for this addition fact, this is called as the multiplication fact. What do you call this as? Multiplication fact. And the answer. Now I have taught you what is the answer that we get on adding two numbers. On adding two numbers, the result or the answer is called as the sum. On subtracting two numbers, the answer or the result that we get is called as the difference. Hope you remember, children. I have taught you addend, subtrahend, minuend. Yes? Yes. Now, in multiplication also, on multiplying any two numbers, the result or the answer that we get is called as the product. What do you call that as the product? So that answer that we get on multiplying any two numbers is called as the product. And what are these two numbers called as the number what we are multiplying? They are called as the factors. What do you call that as? Factors. Okay, so this is about the basic introduction about the multiplication. Now let us see, let us enter into your chapter. Now you have in your exercises, if I see your exercise, there is an addition fact they gave and you have to write a multiplication fact. What is it? See, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. How many times 5 I have done? 4 into 5. How many times did I added 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. And what is this into? Into is the symbol used to represent multiplication. X. We don't say 4x 5. X we call it as into. 4 into 5. So what is the symbol used for multiplication? X. That is, we call that as into. 4 into 5. This is addition fact. This is multiplication fact. Next, 7 plus 7 plus 7. Okay, how many times did I add 7? 1, 2, 3. 3 into 7. Got it? How many times did I add it? 3. Which number did I add it? 7. So this is the addition fact and this is the multiplication fact. Okay. So this is like when addition fact is given, you have written multiplication fact. Now let us see in the reverse way. If multiplication fact is given, how to write an addition fact? So 5 into 4. 5 into 4. So what is the number I have to add? 4. How many times should I add? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it? So always the second number you have to consider, not the first number. Okay, so 4 I have to add 5 times. If I have 3 into 2, 2 I have to add 3 times. 2 plus 2 plus 2. I have to add 2 3 times. Got it, children? If I have 3 into 9, how many times should I add or which number should I add? Should I take 3 for repeated addition or 9 for repeated addition? Always the second number, 9. Always the second number should be taken for the repeated addition. So 9, how many times should I add? 3 times. 9 plus 9 plus 9. Got it? Next, 4 into 7. 4 into 7. Which number should I add it repeated number of times? 3, 4. Got it? So this is multiplication fact. For given multiplication fact, this is how you will write addition fact. Okay children? Got it. Next you have multiplication using the pictures. So they have given the pictures as a group. Okay, let us take few examples and let us solve this also. Okay, listen carefully children. Very easy chapter. Multiplication is very easy, but if you learn the tables. Now let us take, I am drawing the circles children. So this is one group of circles, another group of circles, another group of circles and another group. In each and every group, how many circles we have children? 2, 2, 2, 2. Am I right? So how many groups are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many groups are there total? 4 groups. So 4 into, in each group how many circles are there? 2 circles. That's it. Is it not easy? So just observe the groups and then you have to write the multiplication fact. Okay, let us take another example. Let us see the other way. So I will take triangles. So I have how many groups of triangles I did it? 3 groups. In each group how many triangles are there? 3, 3, 3. How many groups of triangles are there children? 1, 2, 3. 3 groups into, in each group how many triangles are there? 3. 3 3s are? That's it. So whatever is it you are multiplying the numbers or is it you are doing the picture multiplication? Whatever is it is very important for you to learn the tables. Okay. Now let us learn the multiplication using the number line. This is multiplication using the pictures. Now let us learn multiplication using number line. Number line, did you remember? So we learned addition as well as subtraction using number line children. Yes or no? Yes. Now let us learn multiplication on the number line. So before that what I need to do? I need to draw a number line. Am I right? Number line or a number strip. Both are same. Alright. Number line starts with 0 or 1? 0. Always number line starts with 0. Come on, let us say after me. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Let us stop till 12 only. Okay. Now let us see. There is bunny takes. What is that? Bunny takes 2 jumps of 5 steps. What is that? 2 jumps of 5 steps. 2 jumps of 5 steps. Bugs Bunny always jumps like you. Am I right? So here there is a question. Bunny jumps. How many jumps it has taken? 2 jumps. For every 2 jumps, how many steps it has taken? 5 steps. Ante bunny any jumps chesindi? 2 jumps chesindi. Every jump ki any steps తీసుకుంది? 5 steps తీసుకుంది. Am I right? So then what will be the answer? Let us see on the number line. Now 5 steps. 5 steps will make 1 jump. Ante 5 steps తీసుకుంటే ఒక jump. Like when you are మీరు మెట్లెక్కేటప్పుడు ఒకేసారి jump చేస్తారు కదా? Am I right? Like that. For 5 steps, the bunny has taken 1 jump. Now let us see. 1 step, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So from 5 to 10. So 2 jumps అయిపోయాయా? First jump, second jump. ఎన్ని jumps తీసుకోవాలి? 2 jumps. 5 steps. I have taken 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After taking the second jump, where did I landed? Where did I stop? 10. What is my answer? 10. That's it. Got it, children? Now let us take another example. I'll just wrap this because it's common. Okay, let us do with the other example. Let us take 4 jumps of 3 steps. 4 jumps of 3 steps. అంటే ఎన్ని jumps తీసుకోవాలి? 4 jumps తీసుకోవాలి. ఒక్కొక్క జంప్ కి ఎన్ని స్టెప్స్ ఉండాలి? 3 స్టెప్స్ ఉండాలి. ఎన్ని జంప్స్ తీసుకోవాలి? 4 జంప్స్. ఒక్కొక్క స్టెప్ కి ఒక్కొక్క జంప్ కి ఎన్ని స్టెప్స్ ఉండాలి? 3 steps. Okay, now we are going to take 4 jumps and each jump should have 3 steps. Come on, start counting from 0. 1, 2, 3. So I have completed my first jump, right? Again from 3. 1, 2, 3. From 3 to 6. I have completed my second jump. Again 3 more steps. 1, 2, 3. So from 6 to 9. I have completed 3 jumps, but how many I should complete? 4. It means 1 more jump. From 9 again, 1, 2, 3. So from 9 till 12. So where did I stop? I have completed my 4 jumps. So where did I stop, children? 12. So what is my answer? 12. Isn't it easy, children? Yes. So you just count the steps under the number line and take the jumps over the number line. Okay. Now let us take another example, or you have understood? Fine. Let us take another example so that you can understand more clearly. Okay. Now 7 jumps or 6 jumps of 2 steps. 6 jumps of 2 steps. Now ఎన్ని సార్లు జంప్ చేయాలి నేను? 6 times జంప్ చేయాలి. Each jump కి ఎన్ని steps తీసుకోవాలి? 2 steps. Come on, start counting from 0. 1, 2. 1 jump. 1, 2. My second jump. 1, 2. My third jump. But how many? 6. 1, 2. My fourth jump. 1, 2. My fifth jump. 1, 2. My sixth jump. So what is my answer? Where did I stop, children? 12. That's it. So this is multiplication on the number line. Now leftover, after the multiplication of number line, everything are the multiplication tables only, children. So until and unless you are not perfect with the tables, you cannot do the other sum. So what is the first thing you are going to do? You are going to learn the tables from 2 to 15. Are you able to follow what I am telling you? So daily in the morning, compulsory, and it is must, you have to memorize the tables. Okay, children? Okay, so we have completed your chapter multiplication, and let us meet in the next class with a new chapter from your term 3. Before that, you have properties of multiplication. Let us complete that also. I forgot. So we have properties of multiplication. In addition, already you learned. In subtraction also you learned properties of addition as well as properties of subtraction. Am I right? Now for multiplication also we have the properties. So what is that? The first property is order property. Order property. What do you mean by order property? order property. Now let us take an example, children. 4 into 3 is 12. 4 into 3 is 12. Now 3 into 4 is also 12. Am I right? So what did I done here? First I have written 4 and then I have written 3. But coming in the second one, I have changed the order. 4 into 3, I made it reverse. 3 into 4. And have you observed? So first I have written 4 into 3. But here 3 into 4. So 4 3s are is also 12. And 3 4s are is also 12. So what do you mean by this? Simple, children. Even on changing the order of the numbers, the answer remains the same. On changing the order of the numbers, the answer remains the same. This property is called as order property. The other name of order property is commutative property. Order property is also called as the commutative property. Okay. Next, multiplying by 0. Multiplying by 0. So if you multiply any number with 0, say 3 into 0 is 0, 4 into 0 is 0, 10 into 0 is 0, 100 into 0 is 0, 1000 into 0 is 0. So on multiplying any number with 0, your answer is always 0. That is multiply with 0. This property is also called as zero property. What do you call this property as? Zero property. Okay. Next you have multiply with 1. Multiply with 1. On multiplying any number with 1. On multiplying any number with 1, the answer is the number itself. I need to say 3 ones are 3, 2 ones are 2, 100 ones are 100. Am I right? So when you multiply any number with 1, what are you getting back, children? You are getting back the same number. That is multiply with 1. It has no other name. Okay. So these are the 3 properties of multiplication. What is that? Order property or commutative property. Changing the order of the numbers. On changing the order of the numbers, the answer remains same. On changing the order of the numbers, the answer remains same. That is called as the order property or commutative property. Next, on multiplying any number with 0, your answer is always 0. The product of any number and 0 is always 0. Here. That is 0 property. Next, on multiplying any number with 1, the answer is the number itself. I mean, the product of any number and a 1 is the number itself. So these are the 3 properties of multiplication. So with this, we have completed our term 2 also, children. So we are done with our multiplication. So we'll meet in your next class with a new topic. Okay. So bye for today. Till the time, stay healthy and take care. Okay, children? Bye-bye.